Alright, what's up, guys? I am in the bait shop right now. I'm working on some baits. Got a whole bunch right there that I'm working on. Gonna try to build up. Sorry for the onesie that I wear. I wear it when I'm making baits because I don't want to get this powder and whatnot, micro balloons and all that crazy stuff on my skin. Been through that. It sucks. It gives you a rash and whatnot. But anyways, I want to talk about some of the baits that I have a little bit more in depth on YouTube videos. I have a few models and a couple more that I'm going to be kind of pushing out this year. Last year I kind of started with this little guy right here, Bomber Wake. So I want to talk about this today. So anyways, it's a wake bait. It's about 6 inches, decent size, but kind of cool thing about it, it floats. Obviously, it's a wake bait, but it's got a Lexan hardtail. Got a nice clack right there. When you work it slowly, produce a lot of sound, a lot of knock. And great for just, nighttime fishing, ninja fishing, whatever you're into. Out here in San Diego, we got to ninja it because most of the lakes are not open at nighttime. But anyways, this is the kokanee one. I have various colors. You can check it out on my Instagram, Biggfeast Baits. It's 2-piece floating wake bait. Got owner hooks, ST56, size 2 on the front, size 4 on the back. It's got the hyper wire split rings, number 5s, and I always like to make sure I put a split ring. You could use a snap if you want to for any kind of build baits. That helps kind of make it swim nice and free, keeps it moving along. But yeah, it's an awesome bait. I have a couple videos where you can kind of see the action on it. Generally, I am fishing it on my Moam Sticks Lunatic Hybrid. It's 8-foot rod, awesome rods. You should check them out if you want to get a custom rods for swim baits. But I fish it on that. I think it comes out to about a medium heavy or heavy rod for swim baits specifically. I think it's like 2 to 6 ounces, if I'm not mistaken. This bait I think is running just around 2.5, 3 ounces. So pretty small. It's pretty easy. I think you can actually get away with fishing it on like a flipping stick if you want to, if you don't have the setup specific for a swim bait. But yeah, I use that rod. I use 65-pound braid. I do a Palomar knot. I tie direct. I love the braid for this bait or most of my wake baits. Got into it heavy last year. They seem to run up, they bite it, and it almost kind of creates its own hook set. You do have to let them take it because you don't want to pull it out of their mouth. I've done that. But I used to fish it on co-poly, and the co-poly kind of, they grab it, and you kind of have, if you throw a monster hook set, you'll get them. But you also kind of can rip it away from them if they're not fully latched on. But for me, my hook sets are weak, non-existent almost. So I like them to kind of pull it down, and I just kind of yank back on it a little bit, and that kind of pins them in. So since switching to braid, had a lot more less fish lost. Other than that, I used to spray paint them. I know a couple guys that back in the day when you bought them, but now I airbrush them. Paint holds up pretty good. Obviously, for me, honestly, the paint jobs, it's kind of more for the fishermen. For the most time, I'm waking this on top, and so really all they're seeing is the bottom, maybe up to like right around there. So I don't know how critical the paint is for wake baits, but if you want to get into cranking it down and whatnot, obviously they're going to get a good look at it and they're going to see it. So then I think it matters a little bit more. But for the most part, I'm fishing this on a slow wake. That's how I've been getting bit the most. I have gotten bit when they come follow it under and they're not quite committing. They're kind of like nosing under it, but they're not coming up. You can stop it and give your rod some twitches, and it'll kind of jump back, splash some water. And Dean, my buddy Dean Kahai, he's got an awesome video on his Instagram where he actually does that and entices a strike. So that's a cool one. I'll probably repost it here soon because it's a great technique for those followers. Kind of can get a reaction, make them commit. I have gotten bit on these, cranking them down too. First one was kind of on accident. I threw it, waking it kind of came up to a branch, and it was actually kind of already, I was kind of speeding up, so it kind of came under it like this, and then I cranked it down to get it under there, and my intention was to basically go under, let it come back up, and go back to a slow wake. But when it went down, I was kind of decided whatever, just keep cranking it in, and it got bit, and that was pretty cool. So it definitely can get bit on a crank as well, but your standard retrieve of just slow waking it seems to be the best. So saw it on my website, biggfeastbaits.com. They're fairly affordable for a swim bait. It's a hard bait. You can definitely catch multiple fish on it. It'll hold up. I think they're right now, what, $50 that I'm selling them for, plus shipping. Shipping's just one charge, so you can buy multiple baits and it'll be one shipping cost. So, but yeah, if this tail's kind of thin a little bit, it won't break on its own at all, but if you do smack a rock or something, it seems to be the part that goes. Oftentimes the pin will stay there, and you can actually fish it without that part of the tail, surprisingly, and it will still work, and it usually catches fish still. But I have a way to fix that pretty quickly. You can send it back to me. I'll fix it, no charge. I use Quickwood, and I can even repaint it for you if you want. But generally, I'll just put the Quickwood on there, leave it, and fish it as is. I like to have mine, the ones that I have in my bag, they're all rashed up. And I know UFO baits, those guys kind of came up with putting the red Sharpie. Sorry, I didn't want to flip you off. Sharpie on the hook rash, which is pretty cool. I've been doing that too. I don't know if it helps or anything, but it definitely gives the bait some character. It's pretty fun. But yeah, I've been fishing mine hard last year. Got a bunch of casts to catch. Personally, I think the biggest I've gotten up to is 5 pounds. So no monsters. Again, it's about a 6-inch bait, so it's not necessarily, you're not really going for the monsters per se, but you definitely can catch some bigger ones as well. I know that for a fact. There has been a DD catfish on it from the man out there in, I believe, KC, Kansas City. Yeah, so paint scheme wise, I kind of have various ones you could, like I said, you can check out on the Instagram. But if you have any custom requests, I can try to tackle them. I'm not an artist by any means, so I kind of just whip together these paint jobs. They're pretty simple. Kind of force myself to learn to kind of do a better job of that. But honestly, like I said, for me personally, my own baits, paint's kind of whatever. It's just more, I'm always more working for the action, and this one definitely gets bit. So I fish on straight braid. Buddies of mine fishing on co-poly. I'm sure you could use mono as well. That's all up to you, personal preference. Yeah, so if you have any questions about it, DM me on Instagram. You can, I think, email the website. It goes to my personal email, but sometimes, for whatever reason, sometimes they go to junk. So definitely try to DM me on Instagram if you can. But just kind of wanted to give some little bit further info on the bait. And yeah, I plan to get some more up on the website. Trying to keep the website stocked for you guys. They come in this little bag right here. Another little trick too, by the way, for you guys that don't know. If you buy this, it comes with a little sticker label. That actually peels off real easily. And you can actually use it as a sticker almost. Stick it on wherever you want. Tackle box, whatever, Play-Doh box. And little trick I guess you can do there. But yeah, if you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram. I know it's not like a great video. I'm not a video producer or anything, but just want to give you guys some more info on it, how I fish it. Probably do one on the water too, but just wanted to give you guys some more details on it. So yeah, get you one and try it, man. It's pretty fun. So and I'll probably be doing some videos on some of the other models here soon, so you guys can get some more info on it. All right, thank you.